Steel's marathon EGM wrapped up after nearly 6 hours last evening, and 90.8% of shareholders voted for the removal of Nusli Wadia as director. Kritika Saxena, who's been slogging it off late last night, joins in to give us all of the details through what happened at the Tata Steel EGM. Kritika, morning.
Good morning, Ekta. So, yes, looks like it is in favor of Tata Sons. Now, remember, the resolution was only for the removal of Nusli Wadia. The removal of Cyrus Mistry, of course, with his resignation becomes redundant. So, the results have come out early this morning. Just to take you through the fine print, we haven't been able to break up the exact details of the institutional and the retail shareholders, but the total number of votes that were polled were essentially 64.40% roughly. So thereby, the total votes that are in favor is actually 90.80%, and the total votes that are against are about 9.20. So in net, the number of votes that were in favor of Tata Sons is roughly about 56.4. I mean, if you club everything together. If you break it down, institutional voting essentially was roughly around, the total number that were polled were about 75%. In institutional, and that's very important because that, of course, represents domestic investors, foreign investors. Out of the total number of shares that were polled in favor, 82.5% voted in favor of removal of Nusli Wadia and 17.5% voted against his removal. Even if you look at the retail shareholding, retail is also interesting. The total number of votes that were polled in favor of Nusli Wadia removal was about 84.4. And the total that were against his removal was 15.6. So it's a decent majority that is in favor of Nusli Wadia's removal and in favor of Tata Sons. And, that was pretty much the sense if you were there at the EGM. 93 people spoke. Out of that, there was just about 15 to 20 people who were at least asking questions as to why is independent directors, independence being questioned? Why are there allegations being raised against Mistry and Wadia? So that's, in a sense, that was the broad sense of shareholders.
All right, Kritika, we got more questions.